Hey guys, as you can see, doing some painting today, kind of freehand, on this Matt Kenseth 1998 Rockingham Victory car that he drove to Victory Lane in his very first win in the Cup Series. So I've got this car painted and the blue, and now I'm doing some of the red that goes along this side, and using this Model Masters Italian red. And interesting story behind that. But anyways, yeah. The decal set I'm using doesn't have this red decal. So Pato does sell some decals that you can use for this, but I don't have them yet. I haven't ordered them yet. So yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. Trying to knock out this car. It's actually, I had a request for this car. There's a number of Matt Kenseth fans that I know that are out there, many of you, and this is I want to say a coveted car, but it is definitely a car that was never produced in this scale. So, but yeah, it was a request, and so this car will be going to Mr. MB. So. Every once in a while, it's fun to do a little, a car that's kind of like this, that has like a little extra challenge to it. So, yeah. I like to use the paint in the lid when I shake things up, but like to use that first, but the tape is really a guide. I'm not trying to get the paint on the tape. It's just really a guide to where I need to go, or where I need to stop, so to say. And this is a little weird on the back here. They have it kind of rounded. Kind of comes up to this fuel door. And then it kind of comes back. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. Get rid of this. I can see a little. It's not so thick right there. All right, so on this front is really interesting. It's just got a real small sliver of red that comes across here. So you have this grill here, and the grill is a black decal, of course. So I'm not too concerned about getting it up into the grill, but I want to make sure there's no blue that shows up between the grill and the red. And then it kind of comes around here up to the headlight. The headlight is all surrounded by red. Okay. And then, this will be interesting. Make sure I don't. Not sure I'll be able to paint all this in one setting here, just because of the way I have to hold the car. But the way this comes across the front is there's just a sliver of red here that comes across. It's not all the way down. I got a little bit too much on my brush, I think. Got a little low there. There's a little forgiveness around this area just because of the front side decals that come up here. That will, kind of covers this area, so not too concerned about, everything just being perfect paint-wise here. Let's see if I can hold it like this. I can do that. Try to keep my fingers away from the red that I already painted. I'm not looking at the camera, so I have no idea if this is focused or not. So I don't know if you guys are able to see this in detail or what. So we'll just have to see how it goes when I check it before I post it. Now here, there is no forgiveness. So you got to nail it. You're either straight or not, and I'm kind of struggling here, as you can see. Now just so you guys know, when I paint like that, I hold my breath. Maybe that's not the way to do it. I know when I've gone to the gun range, and they tell you, to exhale, and then you get your everything's sighted in, and you pull the trigger, so you're not moving so much, so you can be more accurate. I do the opposite when I paint. I kind of hold it in, I kind of breathe in, and I hold it, and then I paint, right? If I'm trying to be as still as possible. Maybe I need to adjust, but I'm just being honest with you guys. That's kind of how I do it. So it's always tough to try to make this as symmetrical. Sorry, I'm a little low on the camera here, but okay. All right, so then this kind of it's down. It actually is pretty low. I'll show you guys in the pictures in a minute. Probably should have started with that, but I had already started painting, so. But you guys know what this car looks like. It's kind of rounded. I'm not doing a very good job here. Let's get this rounded here. Come down. Okay, that's probably a little bit bigger than I wanted, but well, I just lost my computer screen. If you ever hear that noise, it's a 15-minute. If you don't touch the mouse, it goes and secures for you. It's pretty thick here. Okay. Not the straightest of lines, but so far I'm fairly happy with this. I mean, there's a little bit of spot here on the front here. It's a little weak. Okay. See how big this is here. make this a little bit bigger and lower. Oops, that's a lot of paint there I just got on that brush. So yeah. Okay, that's pretty good. I don't think it's 100% match, but it's better. Okay. So, now that I can breathe and talk, so I like this phrase. Years ago, there was a guy on eBay who was selling like a whole bunch of paints. I don't know if it was a hobby store that went out of business or what, but he had a whole bunch of paints that he was listing on eBay. It was well over $100 for everything, rattle cans to these little half-ounce bottles, and so I got the auction, and I've been using them ever since. And so this is in there, and it's just a large assortment of colors. I mean, I probably got these little half-ounce bottles. I probably have at least 20 of them, varying colors. And then the spray cans were, another, easy, probably 20, 25, 30 of them. And it was all for, just a little bit over $100. And so, and that was with shipping, as you get into selling, buying things on eBay and everything, you always have to factor in the shipping. And so that was nice. And these paints keep, of course, as long as I keep the lids tight and everything's gonna be fine. So been using them, and I'm telling you, it's been an easy probably 7-8 years ago when I bought that. And so yeah, reaping the benefits of that ever since. So okay, so I'll put this over here. Done with that. Let this brush kind of sit in there for a little bit. Alright, so let me show you guys what I've been up to. I am very close to being done with this. I think I'm going to put one more coat of clear sealer on it. I've got a little piece of paper in there. As I seal it, I want to make sure I get around the edges of the hood here, and of course around. So I put a little paper in there while I do that, so it keeps the hood up and out of the way. And my thought is, I want to sell this on eBay, and I have not touched that up with silver yet, or aluminum. I need to do that. I want to sell that on eBay. At least that's the plan. And I want to put it in one of these new cases that I got, these little clear cases that I got. And I'll show you that here in a minute once I do this. I need to do it in here too. What am I thought I was close. What the heck? I'm slipping here. I can just do. Come on. All right. You want to get... You don't want to go where I want you to go? Get the little pointy blade in there. Push in there. I'll have to look at that again once that dries. Make sure I got it all in there. Okay. So I bought 20 cases of these clear cases. So I think I had showed you guys. Here, let me back this up a little bit. I think I had showed you guys this case, and I actually have a car up on eBay right now in this kind of case, and you know, I like it. You know, it's like a couple bucks for a case, but then you have shipping, so it's a little bit more than that. But then I was looking for clear cases, looking around different places on the internet, and you know, even Amazon. And this guy in California was selling these cases. So it's a little bit different, right? It's got just these little posts there. I think there was, what does this say here? M2. So this is an M2. Is it M2 machines or whatever it is? But you know, and it comes with the little stamped item of what it was. I was trying some paint thinner, and just to see if it would come off. It wouldn't come off. Then I tried to use a little scraper, and you can see I scraped it there to scrape off what was there. So it does come off, but it's not a clean, you know, it doesn't leave a nice clean surface, right? You can still see that scraping on the right-hand side. So anyways, I'm going to try to print off a label to go across here for this 2001 DeWalt flag car, and then I'll do that, and then I'll rig up something to tie it off so it's secure underneath. Probably use the telephone wire that I have over here, and then the other thing I'm going to do for this is, because this is the hood open car, Team Caliber Owner Series car, I'm going to get some JB Weld, and I'm going to put it on these corners here, and I'm going to secure it to the base. I mean, the hood will and the trunk will still open, but the car will not lift off the base, and that way it can go in here, right? It can go on this stand and not slide around all over the place, and it'll have the logo across the bottom. And I don't know, I think it'll be nice. I think that'll be a nice item for a collector. I'm not sure what's on this case here. You can see there's like little smudges and scratches and stuff. I'm not sure if I can get some Gooby Gone and clean that off and make it nice and shiny, so it'll look a lot better. But yeah, that's kind of my plan for that. And so yeah, we'll see how that goes. I'm going to try to work that today. Today's Saturday. So, but yeah, so the other things I've got working, I've got that 2018 Liberty National Ryan Newman car. I've painted it gray, and it's just drying. I need to do the interior pieces, and I'll be able to work that up. Mr. RA, I got your number 12 2018 Blaney's working. I got the red rims and everything. So that's been painted, letting it dry. I need to, again, paint the interior and the underbodies there. And then I've got this, well, let's go back over here. So I got the Hertz number 22 Blaney for Mr. TW. And I'm doing a gold one. And so this is a little weird. I decided to, of course, paint the car gold. I'll tell you about that in just a second. But I'm doing the rims gold. I used this gold Sharpie, which actually I really like it. It's a nice consistent flow. It's a sharp gold color. I really like it, and I try to find ways to use it more often, just from the ease of use it is. And I decided to go ahead and do something weird, and I just painted all the normal pieces underneath on this underbody that I normally paint different colors. I went ahead and painted them all gold, so it'll be a completely gold car. And then on the interior, I did all the little areas I normally paint with gold as well. So that'll definitely be a one-off car. And so this one I tried something different here based upon Mr. Fossil Fuel giving me some advice on trying to use the chrome paint. I did this with the gold paint, and what I did was I of course stripped the car down, and I used this metal polish. I had this upstairs for some of the stuff I'd work on my car, and as it shows, rims, doing rims. And I went ahead and used this, and actually it really cleaned up the body really sharply. It was super bright and shiny. No doubt it works well. And so that was something I did, and then I put 2 coats of the gold paint on it, and ready to go, reassemble this thing. So that's that. And then lastly, I've got some 2020 Mustangs that I'm going to work, and I went ahead and bought, I think it's this one. Went ahead and bought some. So if you see on the bottom there's a triangle screw, and I went ahead on Amazon and I bought a set of triangle screwdrivers that I can use to take those screws off. So as opposed to using the hacksaw and cutting the back like I've done before on that post, I'll just use the screwdriver set to take those off and be a little bit more professional with that approach. And so once those screwdrivers arrive, then I'll disassemble those and work that. But yeah, let me see if I can show real quick this the pictures of the Kenseth car, and I'll show you guys what I was looking at on my screen here. That's my work computer, as you can see. All right, come on up, please. Video's about ready to end. Yeah, so you can see here along the side, up here, and then I was looking at the cool video of this car. You can see here, and this blue or white stripe is all white, and it's got a blue background. So anyways, that's what I'm looking at. Hope you guys have a great day. God bless.